The Caribbean Princess is a modified Grand Class ship with a capacity of 3,600 passengers. Let's take a tour. I'm Troy, and this is the Port Lowdown. So working from bottom to top, we have Deck 4 Gala, the lowest level. And this being Caribbean bound most of the time, of course, you'll pick up your towels here. And the lowest level is also where the medical center is going to be. This is also where the tender embarkation point is. You go down one set of stairs, and of course an elevator is available if you need it. On to Deck 5 and my favorite part of any princess ship, the Piazza. I look at the Piazza like the town square. So many things are surrounding it, like restaurants, bars, shops, and it's also a meeting point for a lot of different shows, social activities, and celebrations. It's truly the social heart of the ship, and it's beautiful. Now, adjacent to the Piazza, facing forward, is going to be the Fine Arts Gallery, which takes up a pretty substantial amount of space. Now the galleries extend forward into the stateroom areas, so if you have a stateroom on Deck 5, this is your demarcation point. Now here is one of our favorite places in all of Princess ships, the International Cafe. Delicious food, friendly service, and open 24 hours. It's our tradition when we get on Princess ship, we head right here and skip the buffet. All of the food here is complimentary with your ticket, but they do charge for tea and coffee. Across from that is Divine's Wine Bar, which is another common fixture on Princess ships. The area tends to be quiet in the mornings, so if you're eating breakfast at International Cafe and there's not enough seating, well, there you go. Next to International Cafe is Good Spirits at Sea, a friendly and cozy bar which is open in the mornings and actually is busy all day. Heading aft would be the Internet Cafe and Library, more like a business center. And this time the library is combined with the Internet Center, which is typical of Princess ships, kind of small. But it has most of your basics. And there is a liquor and sundry store on this level, but most of the shops are congregated on the upper levels. For main dining, there are 3 rooms: Islands on this level, Coral, and Palm on deck 6. My apologies, I didn't have much access to Coral or Palm this time around, but the layout on all of them is pretty similar, so these shots are representative. Main dining is another favorite of ours. Some of our best memories on Princess cruises are here, where we enjoy a ritual of fine dining. You can request the same table if you like your serving team, which gives you that consistency and connection. We like certain teas and drinks every night, for example, so when we came to our appointed time, those are already there. Can't say enough good things about the service and food here. Never fails. On to deck 6 in the Princess Theater. It's pretty standard, with no center aisles. Aisle and legroom are okay. I'm 5'9", so here's a reference for you. The other distinguishing feature of this theater is sightlines, with the center section having seats that are aligned back to back, and the side sections which are aligned staggered. Since staggered is better for sightlines, these sections tend to be the ones that get reserved seating. Now, just outside the Princess Theater is the Churchill Cigar Lounge, which is dark, small, but intimate. And typical for my ship tour videos, I always include a bathroom example. The handicap stall is that door in the center, which includes an emergency cord and a phone. Now, this being a smaller ship, the shore excursion desk, Crown Grill, and future cruise planning are all kind of bunched together in this one area. Now, the Crown Grill is a steakhouse, of course, one of the most elegant and higher-end restaurants on the ship. And like I said, most of the shops are going to be congregated on the upper decks, particularly on this level 6. On to Deck 7 Promenade and the Grand Casino, which is kind of an average-sized casino. And just beyond the casino is Crooner's Bar, another great hangout spot, and typically busy all day. And on the starboard side, heading aft, is the grand hallway down the promenade area, which has your lounges, restaurants, and these wonderful sofas to hang out in. It's also your access point to the outside. So the first of the really huge lounges here is the Explorers Lounge, which on top of having art auctions, comedy shows, they also dole out tender tickets here. Because of its capacity, it tends to see a lot of official business. Next to Explorers Lounge is the Wheelhouse Bar, which has a classic old maritime feel. Sabatini's next to that is a specialty Italian restaurant, as well as serving elite members for breakfast. Just past that will be the photo gallery, where you can buy your photos or take a look at everyone else's. They also sell equipment here, but obviously it's on a price markup. The other big lounge here is Club Fusion, which has a country western theme. They also hold a lot of aerobics classes here. The outside deck area is one of my favorites. I can look out in the ocean and get exercise. Bad news is there isn't as many loungers as I'd like, but good news is you can go around the whole ship. Next we'll show you our stateroom, which is a standard balcony. Very comfortable beds. Pretty standard desk. Older ships, so only a few plugs, which was a little frustrating, to be honest. Now this refrigerator had a problem staying cold, so we had to put a towel in between that door and the larger door. And the other thing about this room was, as you can see, the TV is not mounted in front, but to the side. And there are laundromats on every stateroom floor. They're a little tricky to find though, you have to look up. The doors are a little bit inconspicuous, you have to kind of search for it and then duck in. These use tokens, which you pay for with your medallion. On to deck 15 Lido, which has staterooms at the forward section. Head towards center and you find yourself in the pool areas, Neptune's Reef first. Now it looks like there's a lot of dining seating and loungers, but they pretty much fill up all the way. Along the pool area, of course, you have your pizza, hot dogs, and drinks. Heading towards midship and the elevators, you'll find the coffee and cones area, which is always busy. And these midship elevators mark the demarcation point between Neptune and Calypso. Here we're heading towards Calypso, going aft. And past Calypso, going aft, would be the World Fresh Marketplace, the buffet area. There's lots of variety of seating. On off hours, you'll often see officers eating here, and people using the larger tables for big card games and get-togethers. There's also seating areas in the buffet that are mixed use. There's a barbecue area that's also a specialty restaurant at night. But during breakfast and lunch particularly, this place gets packed solid all the way from front to back. All the way aft is a small pool and bar area, a favorite for sunset viewings. I also noticed these wheelchair lifts along the pool areas and deck areas with multiple floors. It's a really nice addition, and there's quite a few of them on the ship. onto deck 16 and forward would be the fitness center, another popular area when it's open. And next to the fitness center would be the Lotus Spa, beauty salon, and sauna. A somewhat smaller spa, but equipped with all the basics that you need. Plus some really nice lumbar lounges near the sauna. Also near the spa is the wedding chapel, also used for Sunday service, I imagine. And here I'm walking from 15 to 16 in the pool area to show you the Trade Winds bar. And the movies under the stars will be facing aft towards the Calypso bar. Although we're talking about deck 16, there are several decks that can face the screen. And your ship internet courtesy of these guys. And the wheelchair lifts can actually go around curves, as you can see here. And all the way aft will be the kids club areas. 3 different rooms for 3 different age groups. And just outside, cornered off, is the kids' play areas, ping pong tables, and for the small kids, there's this special trip around the world play table. Now walk up to deck 17 and you'll find another kids area, the splash pool, which has a really cool whale theme. Alongside 2 whirlpools. And the reef bar. Now technically this is also deck 17, but you have to go back down and up again midships to get to the links mini golf. And adjacent to that, all the way forward, is the adult sanctuary area, which is pretty big and swanky. With 2 massage tents, lots of comfortable loungers, and private cabanas. Plus, you have these really funky looking retro loungers. Now, deck 18 basically just consists of the basketball court, with some benches outside to watch the game. And finally on deck 19 is a Skywalker lounge all the way aft. Which has this really cool bridge going up, which looks pretty awesome at night. This is like a dance club discotheque. It also holds private functions. And it's open during the day for people just to hang out. The bar is closed there, but there's a lot of quiet space to spread around. If you want a quiet space in the ship, you could do worse than this. By the way, if you enjoyed our ship tour, hit us up with a like. And consider subscribing. We have weekly videos on port reports, ship tours, and tips. Also check out this link for more ship tours. And, as always, drop us a line in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.